What's cracking, trainers? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon Go Battle League content. Master League is back, and so with the Shoutcast, we got Grandmaster Goofy coming back with some more battles for us with a really strong team in the Master League, and we're going to be featuring this wonderful new addition with Shadow Claw being added to this thing's moveset this season. This Lunala is a menace, being the best safe swap, in my opinion, in the entire Master League. The Ghost and Fairy typing are perfect coverage into this meta to allow it to be the ultimate safe switch, and we're going to be putting it with a pairing of Zamazenta Crown Form and Kyurem Black, both hundos, really sick hundos to have in this meta. We're going to be seeing these battles. Let's get into the games here. Grandmaster Goofy going to be leading off with that Zamazenta with Ice Fang into the Mewtwo. Uh-oh, this isn't exactly what we were looking for here. Psychic type Mewtwo still does very well into Zamazenta. Zamazenta is a bit of a disadvantage here because Mewtwo has a lot of power and a lot of pacing. Gonna be shielding up the first move, hoping for a shield back potentially. Lunala could do okay here, but you can never bring it in with when they have an energy lead because they can just go for a Shadow Ball and just end your entire Lunala's existence. But the opponent comes in with a Necrozma Duskmane that they have in the back. In response to the Kyurem safe switch, it has Shadow Claw, so it's a very nice matchup to be able to safe switch in and be able to force that Mewtwo out of... And Duskmane takes that Fusion Bolt. We're going to have an Outrage land here. That's going to be fine. Zamazenta is going to get a nasty little farm down here because if they're on Outrage, they're probably also on Dark Pulse. Or Sunsteel wouldn't even do that much. Bro, Zamazenta's tanky. Sunsteel does a lot of damage, but it's not going to do enough because this thing is too tanky. Lunala comes in, tries to absorb the Psy Strike. Mewtwo firing off the move. Psy Strike is absorbed. Then the Shadow Claws start rending through Mewtwo. Going to be going for the charge move. Opponent, are they at the Shadow Ball? Lunala's calling it. It is the Shadow Ball. The opponent full sends, and they have the Kyurem in the black. Now, what fast move is this Kyurem on? Does a Moonblast get the knockout? They are on Ice Fang, which is going to enable Lunala to have a potential way to win this game. No, it doesn't. They're outpacing every time. Am I kidding? No, they're going to get... I'm thinking of the Ice Burn. No, they get the Fusion Flare, and Lunala's going to get knocked out, but Zamazenta had the move locked and loaded. Close combat, getting ready to be unleashed onto this Kyurem. Dude, that doesn't even one-shot. Are you kidding me? Opponent's coming back in with a Mewtwo, but because they have no energy, they're going to go down. Well played. How did that close combat not one-shot that thing? Are you kidding me, bro? That is just nasty. In the next game, we have a really bad lead. Solgaleo is going to be a problem here. And in comes Palkia, but Palkia, down this much energy, has something to be afraid of. This Moonblast would do so much damage. They have to shield it. The opponent does put down the shield and looks to continue playing this matchup, maybe trying to bait that Spatial Rent. They're going to go for the Aqua Tail. Does Lunala try to call it? Or we're going to two-shield to victory. We're going to be going for the Aqua Tail shield here, going for the Moonblast yet again, but the opponent making it to another move. But this is definitely just the Aqua Tail. Was not enough for the Spatial Rend. Go for one more Shadow Claw for a little bit more damage. Go for the Moonblast. We're giving up switch here, but Zamazenta is liking this farm down a lot here. The opponent only going to be able to go for Aqua Tails, down 2 shields. That's never a place you want to be. Opponent brings in the Solgaleo, hard swaps in, and Kyurem, having Shadow Claw, is going to be its saving grace. We're going to be shielding the Psychic Fangs. Could have been a Iron Head, so I don't mind the shield there, to be honest, but we're going for the Fusion Bolt here. Opponent looking to try and go for an extra Fire Spin. That was probably an attempted CMP tie. Fusion Bolt, not quite going to get the job done, and the opponent now can go for the Iron Head after getting that shield. Oh, no. Oh, trainer. Zamazenta's got to put in some work here. Can it 3v1? We're going for the reverse sweep here. Zamazenta's looking for it. 3 balls to 1. The opponent comes in with the Palkia. They're going straight for the move here. Do they have enough for another move? Can we overfarm? Does Zamazenta have what it takes to bring us victory in this fight? Going for the Behemoth Bash. It's enough, though. They're going to go for the full farm down. This, we need 2 close combats to KO whatever's in the back, and we win the game close. This Aqua Tail not going to do it. The opponent has the Rhyperior. We go for the Behemoth Bash. Good call. Not going for the close combat so the defense doesn't get dropped. Going for the Behemoth Bash number 2, and that's going to be enough to knock out the Rhyperior. And now, can Zamazenta farm down the Palkia with those Ice Fangs? Yes, it can, living on just a little bit of its HP. Zamazenta pulls us to victory. Good game. Getting into the next battle, Zamazenta up against its brethren, Zacian. However, this is not quite so good because Zamazenta actually has to fear the close combat. And so, looking to stay in, go for some energy here. We can live a close combat. Do we catch the goal? Bro, there, if this is a close combat catch, this would be the sickest thing in my life, dude. Oh, bro, I don't even care what happens after this. That was incredibly done. Oh my god, what a call. The opponent does have a shadow, oh my god. The opponent does have a close combat though in the back. We have to be careful of that, but Lunala is looking to make its presence known on the battlefield as it goes for the Shadow Ball, and the Shadow Ball is going to land. The opponent going to get farmed down. They go, can we go for our shield and farm down? Energy is always good. This Lunala energy can always go into something. Even if it's debuff, it can do super effective or neutral to everything in this format. And the opponent has a choice to make. What are they coming back in with? Lunala is looking to unleash its fury. The Zacian comes back in. Now is going to be able to... Are we catching the Behemoth Blade on this thing? Dude, what is this? The catches, bro! Now, close combat, not the greatest thing to do here because we could have gone for the Behemoth Bash. The opponent goes ahead and shields and swaps out. We're going to have to go for the close combat here. Do we have what it takes to win? Does Lunala have the move? Can Kyurem get to the move? The defense goes way down. They're getting farmed down. No, wait a minute. We can live 2 Dragon Breaths. Okay, we're not shielding this. We're putting all of our hopes and dreams into the Kyurem, down a shield or up a shield. Lunala comes in. Never mind. We forgot Lunala's got a Moonblast. This thing is gonna have a good time. Moonblast clocks the Palkia. Boom. And Kyurem now has to be able to get to the Fusion Bolt. Is it enough? I don't think this is enough. This does like 40%. Something like doesn't that? Okay. Fusion Bolt's enough, let's go! Zacian goes down! Good game. Grandmaster Goofy's on a frickin' roll today, man. Bringing out the heat. Uh-oh, that's a Zamazenta into a Kyogre. Stay hydrated, trainers. We see Lunala swap in, looking to go. Oh my god, that was the hottest energy, patience I've ever seen this Moonblast. Bro! Oh, and it's our Dragon Tail. Bro, they're just getting full. Oh, they're getting fully farmed out. Lunala's shields. Lunala's got more energy than it could ever hope to need in its life. Fusion Bolt, gonna get shielded. We have the farm down and the ability to fire back with a gigantic amount of damage. Opponent's got Dialga altered in the back. Oh, I hope you don't have to worry about crown forms with Dialga. That is the one reason why you don't see Dialga anymore, is because of those crown forms. Sad as it is to say, man. But unfortunately, now this Kyogre in the back, I mean, shield parity, this is not so bad. We could bring in Zamazenta. The opponent's going to be giving us a little bit of energy. They're actually looking to go for a move. Zamazenta absorbs this unless it's Thunder. The opponent does have... Of course they have the Thunder! Why wouldn't they have Thunder? Opponent swaps Kyogre in for a combo play, going for that Surf. Zamazenta's looking to let it go, and bringing in the Kyurem here. Kyurem's going to be able to absolutely dominate this matchup, leave with as much energy as it so needs, and just going... The opponent just go for another Surf. They might have Origin Pulse. I've seen some Kyogres run Origin Pulse, Surf. It's a thing. Could have gone for some more energy here, but going for the Fusion Bolt, getting rid of this Kyogre. The opponent decides to shield, and Fusion Bolt number 2 gets reached right on time. Going for the Fusion Bolt to clap the cheekies, if there are any, on this Kyogre. And in comes Dialga to take another Fusion Bolt to the face for the KO. Undercharging it because we can. Trainer the bad manners. Oh, it still lived. Good game. My goodness. All right, we're getting into the next battle here. We got Zamazenta staring down its nemesis, the Landorus. However, we have Ice Fang for this thing. Does the opponent? No. Are they going to get right out? No, the opponent stays in to get chewed on. And then Kyurem comes in, and Kyurem is not going to have a good time against this either. Shadow Claw might do some damage, but these Ice Fangs in this close combat going to get that shield quick. The Kyurem comes in, but it's behind on energy. However, it can tank a Freeze Shock. Yes, it can. Surely the opponent full sending the Freeze Shock, and we're able to survive. Going for our own Freeze Shock. The opponent not quite able to make it to another Freeze Shock yet, even with all that energy they had. And Kyurem unleashing the damage, but the opponent's putting up their final shield. And at this point, you let it go. The opponent going for the Freeze Shock. They let it. It happens again. The opponent now brings in the Zacian. And unfortunately, the farm down is going to prevent Kyurem from getting to a charge move. Now, we are in trouble. Zamazenta has to come back in, but wait. Lunala just sweeps up a shield. Does it not? We're going to be going for a catch. Bro, we're trying to catch the close combat again. No. Are we catching close combats or are we catching these hands? Bro, caught another close combat. Oh my god. It's a savagery, bro. This is absolute savagery. Behemoth Blade gets shielded. Yeah, trainer, we didn't catch it that time. Going for the Shadow Ball here. As soon as we... Well, one more after we get to it. Grandmaster Goofy looking to make their presence known in this Master League as this Lunala is about to go absolutely insane. Has enough bulk. The opponent's Kyurem comes in. We overfarm by just a little bit. That Shadow Ball. Gonna do a lot of damage by getting the farm down. The opponent gets taken out, but the unfortunate thing here is that Landorus gets to a move, and Lunala doesn't have the bulk or the CMP win here with a lower attack stat to be able to answer it. But does the opponent have enough energy? No. Not for this thing. Not loaded on energy. Behemoth Blath. Behemoth Bash is reached here. Had the energy going in with the move, and the opponent going to go down to one more Ice Fang. That was not enough damage, trainer. Good game. Getting into the next battle, Zamazenta is having a great time here against Kyurem Black in the lead here. Always a good time to see this because they do not have much play aside from they have the Shadow Claws, yes, and the Fusion Bolt to do some damage, but Zamazenta has a literal shield on its face, and it does not take that much damage from your Fusion Bolt. It will take at least 2 of those. Meanwhile, Zamazenta is looking to immediately get a shield off of this thing or take it out. The Behemoth Bash is going out. Is this going to take the shield? Yes, it is. Of course it is. The opponent shields up, going for another charge move. The Fusion Bolt would be enough from this range to get the knockout. Fusion Bolt shielded. Shield parity situation here. Zamazenta's going for more energy. They're going to look to strip the final shield off of the opponent. They will not win this matchup. The opponent looking to shield twice here and fire off the move. They want to get rid of this Zamazenta. And you know what? Zamazenta's fine with that. Kyurem can come in here, get to a Fusion Bolt. The opponent has to throw the Freeze Shock for any meaningful damage in this matchup. Actually, Fusion Bolt's not enough. What am I kidding? This thing is resisted, bro. Going to attempt to go for the Freeze Shock here. But 1 turn lag takes us out. Now, we're going to be able to get a full farm down here. This Kyurem, no, it throws, no! Man, I was expecting a full farm down. That would have been delicious. But Fusion Bolt ends up taking this thing out. And now the opponent's got 2 Pokemon in the bag. Zacian's going to come in. And now I think we might be in trouble. Behemoth Blade is going to be doing massive, massive damage to everything. Unless we get to the Fusion Bolts before the... Going for the... He went for another one, dude! Grandmaster Goofy is a savage. An absolute savage. Moon Blast. Boom. Taking him out. Behemoth Blade, though, is going to do a lot of damage, man. That's a lot of damage, bro. Ah! But Kyurem's got the move. Who was worried? Certainly not me. I totally didn't forget that there was a Fusion Bolt loaded on that. Kyurem comes in, takes the game win. Good game. Well played. All right, Zamazenta in a mirror matchup here. Who's got Metal Claw? Who's got Ice Fang? I think they both have Ice Fang. Zamazenta's just universally better with Ice Fang into the meta. Just able to really just chew through the dragons. That's a really nice thing to be able to do. Both trainers over farming a bunch in this matchup, trying to get to that back-to-back close combat and catching on Lunala, bro! Did we just take every game over the course of like a week and just every time we caught a close combat, we're like, let's put this in the comp, bro? You cannot tell me that this was genuinely like 2 or 3 sets worth of games that we just caught all these close combats, bro. This is savagery. Dark Pulse knocks out Lunala, but able to come in with the Kyurem double super effective Shadow Claws, farming down the Dawn Wings Necrozma. And Fusion Bolt going off here. Does the opponent have another dragon in the back? Most likely, because most of the time it's going to be like Steel lead and then dragon in the back. But we get shield up Behemoth Bash. The opponent doesn't need to go for the close combat here. Looking to go for another Fusion Bolt here, trying to see if we can pull the final shield or do enough damage to get this Zamazenta out of here. We're hoping that the opponent in the back is maybe weak to this. Can we Shadow Claw down? Is this going to be enough, or does the opponent have multiple moves here? I don't know. I stopped counting. I'm going to be completely honest. No, we're going in. Zacian comes in. Zamazenta's not having a good day against this either, but it has so much energy. Don't forget, we swapped out with so much energy, going for the close combat and almost throwing the opponent. Not able to react quick enough, but now we can go for the close combat. That's going to do a lot of damage, bro. This close combat is going to take us out. Unfortunately, super effective. This is what Zamazenta has to worry about in this matchup. Close combat. Oh, no, bro. We can go for it. No, but we need 2. We need the farm down to the move, and that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, Grandmaster Goofy meets their demise. It's back. Zacian in the lead in this game. The Brethren, this is not what we want to see. Dude, catch another close combat. Oh, don't even worry about it, bro. We're catching another close. Dude, he just knows the counts. Look at him go. Look at him go. Here it comes! Oh, I knew it was, dude. I read that one. It was coming, bro. Tell me he caught a Behemoth Blade. Come on. Oh my god, dude. It's so sad. Why? Oh, I'm in awe of this trainer and their catching. This is just absolutely what I needed to see today, okay? This made it. This made the whole day worth it, man. Nothing, doesn't matter what happened to me today. This is so worth it, bro. Sacred Fire is going to knock out the Lunala, unfortunately, but Kyurem's going to be able to come in and look to get a massive energy head start here. Maybe even... No, they're going for the Sacred Fire. Is this Brave Bird? If they're going for Brave Bird, this is a farm down here. Opponent goes to... They go for the Brave Bird. This energy is going to be dangerous on this thing. The opponent does have a close combat loaded on the Zacian. Do they come back in to go for it immediately? The opponent going to farm up a little bit extra energy. Probably just wants to play it safe and throw that Behemoth Bash, or Blade. Behemoth Blade... Wait. That wasn't enough, was it? It's close combat! No, they dropped the defense! They're getting farmed down! Trainer, what have you done? 0-2 shield situation! What's in the back? It's Kyogre, isn't it? It's Kyogre, isn't it? No, it's Zygarde, bro! Is cooked from the moment! Oh, what a game, bro. I need a count. I didn't even... I don't normally watch these things before I start doing shoutcasting. Bro, if I had known this was coming, I would have literally put a little text box up somewhere and said, close combat catch count, watch this. Bro, does it again! Oh my god, bro, we're making every Zacian feel like a fool right now, dude. Kyurem comes in with a double super effective Shadow Claws, but we're getting the Moonblast for the shield. Never mind, the opponent goes for the Fusion Bolt. I think you could have no-shielded it. I don't think it's enough damage. But the opponent now gets an uncomfortable farm down on this Lunala because it's doing so much with that Shadow Claw. And Lunala is literally the reason why these things run Shadow Claw now. The opponent has a lot of farm here, but Zamazenta comes in, loses the Cap Tie Charge Attack Priority Tie to the Kyurem, which has a much higher attack stat. Fusion Bolt doing some damage here, but Behemoth Bash is going out, looking to just take care of, get rid of the Kyurem, and we do so. The opponent coming back in. Let's see if they got the loaded close combat still on that Zacian. Can we go for the Behemoth Bash? The opponent does not throw. They're probably going to build up to 2 before they throw him again. Behemoth Bash gets the shield off the opponent. Can Zamazenta? We got this, surely. Kyurem is ready, dude. Close combat. Opponent drops the defense. Kyurem Shadow Claws are going to bring it down into range of the Fusion Bolt. The opponent has to make a catch here. Kyurem shielding because it has to. Otherwise, it just loses the game. Close combat number 2. The opponent going to be far... They're swapping out to the Palkia. And Free Shock does massive damage in this matchup. Is it going to be enough? Free Shock goes out. Does so much damage to Palkia. It can't get to the right. It's an Aqua Tail. It has to be. It has to be. Aqua Tail not gonna do it. Fusion Bolt. Zacian doesn't have the energy. Fusion Bolt going for the knockout. Zacian who? Not in this Kyurem house. Not in this Kyurem's house. Let's go. Let's go. Good games. Grandmaster Goofy just putting on a clinic in the Master League with these battles, bro. Couple 4-1 sets in there as well. Fantastic. Nicely played. That was enjoyable. Man, that was... Dude, those catches were savage. Let me know in the comments how many catches you counted because I wasn't keeping track. I was just in awe of them happening at all. My goodness, what a set of games. Well played, man. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.